Prajwal sex scandal. BJP to suffer or perhaps not? We shall see. We have an expert panel today. But first up, the latest updates post Prajwal Revanna suspension from JDS. And that is his father and co-accused in one of the cases of sexual exploitation, H.D. Revanna, MP from Hole Narsipura, and him having been issued notices to appear before the SIT in the next 24 hours. The father has agreed for tomorrow and Prajwal shall join in on the 4th of May. The other disturbing piece of news is the reluctance on the part of survivors of the scandal in speaking before the SIT. Other than the complainant, there has been no response apparently from any survivors as yet. SIT has made several attempts to contact the women in the video, but according to reports, they said that they'd rather die by suicide if troubled in this fashion. Well, the two questions which refuse to go away are like this. One, who allowed Prajwal to flee the country? On this, Chief Minister of Karnataka, Siddaramaiah, had to say this.
ಯಾರು ಪಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡೋರು
ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ
ವೀಸಾ ಕೊಡೋರು ಯಾರು ಇವ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಹೊಂಟೋದಲ್ಲ
ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರಂತೆ ಸರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿ
ಹೌದು ದೇವೇಗೌಡರೇ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು ವಿದೇಶಿ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಈಗ ನಾನೇ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಮುಂಚಿತವಾಗಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಹಂಗೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಊಹೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಸೊ ತನಿಖೆ ಮಾಡಲಿ ನಾವು SIT ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು ರಾಜಕೀಯವಾಗಿ ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ SIT ಏಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ರಾಜಕೀಯವಾಗಿ ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸೊ ತನಿಖೆ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಕಾನೂನು ಪ್ರಕಾರ ತನಿಖೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವನು ಸಾಕ್ಷಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ.
The second question is what H.D. Kumaraswamy said. He used the word Mahanayaka, which means the great hero, perhaps insinuating that some leaders in the Congress knew about the sex scandal case much in advance. To this, Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka D.K. Shivakumar said this.
First, Devaraja Gowda ಯಾರು ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಪೋಕ್ಸ್ಮನ್ ಹೇಳೋರೆ ಮುಂಚಿತವಾಗಿ ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿನ ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ತಿರ್ಗಾ BJP ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅಂಥ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟು ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿಗೆ ನಾರಿ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಗೌರವ ಇದೆ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟು ಯಾರು BJP ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಮೊದಲು ಹೋಗಿ ಆ ತಾಯಂದಿರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿ ಗೌರವ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಾಂತ್ವನ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಧೈರ್ಯ ತುಂಬುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಫಸ್ಟು BJP ಅವರು ಜನತಾದಳದವರು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಯಾವ ನಾಯಕ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಹೇಳಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಏನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ನಾನು.
There is no doubt that the alleged sex scandal is bound to have multiple fallouts politically, and today our focus is on North Karnataka, which goes to polls on 7th of May. There is of course one opinion shared by many experts, and that being the end of the Gowda family's dominance in Karnataka politics. I would rather wait, although it is a major shame that they face, but to write them off is rather premature. Yes, experts are also saying that the Gowda family scandal has no significant resonance across North Karnataka as the party does not have presence in the region, but then it does have some inroads into constituencies such as Vijaypura, Bellary, Kalaburgi and Raichur. And there is a star lineup in the region in candidates such as former Chief Minister Bommai, Raghavendra, who is the son of BSY from Shimoga, of course Shettar from Belagavi, and Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's son-in-law Radhakrishna Doddamani. What I am saying is they don't belong to the BJP, but look at the lineup. Very, very important part of Karnataka. The other and major fallout of the impact is the way it shall impact the Bharatiya Janata Party, which has been cashing in on the Modi wave in North Karnataka. Let's not forget that the BJP won all the 14 seats in North Karnataka in 2019. So it's going to be a very tough fight for them. But now, faced with this blot of the Prajwal Revanna video scandal, the BJP is doing all it can to regain lost ground in this belt of Veerashaiva Lingayats. Who can forget the unfortunate murder of Neha Hiremat on 18th of April and the way BJP used the issue to target the Congress party? Neha's father He's a Lingayat politician, and the BJP did all it could to gain ground amongst the community. But now, after the Prajwal Revanna case, will it be possible for the BJP to bounce back in North Karnataka? As a party which talks about Nari Shakti, Matri Shakti, but failed to walk the talk because of its alliance partner, the JDS? Let's debate. Let me welcome all the guests now. Professor Chambi Puranik, political analyst, is with us, and also S. Rajashekara, senior journalist, is with us, and we are awaiting my friend Vijay Grover to join us, senior journalist. Rajashekara, first question to you. Namaskara, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that. Will North Karnataka is not the bastion of the JDS, as it is being seen that it is more of a bastion of the BJP because of the Lingayats. I mean, it's heavily concentrated Lingayat, Veerashaiva Lingayats there. But after this particular scandal, don't you think the BJP is really going to suffer, which indirectly or directly will impact the Janata Dal secular? Rajashekara.
So yes, JDS has a minimal presence in North Karnataka, and they have pockets in Kalyana Karnataka, it's formerly called Hyderabad Karnataka region, where they have a little presence. Other than that, their presence is negligible, as you pointed rightly. Whether the Prajwal Revanna's scandal impact the elections, I am not very sure, because for the simple reason that you pointed that JDS presence is not there, and JDS, in whichever way they could influence the outcome of the elections in North Karnataka, which is going to polls on 7th May, is very, very minimal as of now.
But what about the
So
BJP, Rajashekara?
BJP has already, I think, have made their stand clear that they will not tolerate anything like this, and they, as you, use the phrases Matru Shakti, Nari Shakti, and all those things, that they will go with it. And they have tried to distance themselves from the entire.
Yeah, but I wonder if people are so naive, Rajashekara. People are very intelligent
absolutely
of
not.
Karnataka.
Absolutely not.
They
As you are referring to, see, so the Neha Iramat case, the BJP tried to encash, saying it is a love jihad. Love jihad. It's a love jihad for them. It's whether it's Lingayat or OBC, or it wouldn't have mattered. Caste wouldn't have really mattered. Lingayat being Hiramat being added to their own vote bank. Otherwise, it was a love jihad case for the BJP, which they tried to kind of encash. But ultimately, the father himself came and said that my daughter was in love with him and he wanted to marry himself, wanted to convert into a Lingayat and marry his daughter. So that is where I think the people are, I mean, I hope and believe that they're smart enough to see through and vote accordingly whoever they want to vote.
No,
So
I want to, before I go to the other guest, Rajashekara, 14, the BJP's kind of absolute win last time. Do you think it will be the same this time around, because Modi is as invincible as he was then? They are now adding Ram Temple to it, they are adding other things to it. But you think after this shameful, if it's proven, it's a blot on the alliance?
Absolutely, absolutely. There is no doubt about it. I mean, it's a blot on the society. I mean, basically. The outcome of the elections, BJP definitely is not going to win the same number of seats like the last time. That is nothing to do with Prajwal's case. I think it is already, I mean, they also know that they're not going to get 25 seats like last time. This time, they're bound to lose few seats in the 14. At least 4 to 5 seats, I feel that they're going to lose.
Let me now get Professor Chambi Puranik on the screen to ask him. Professor Puranik, it's very simplistic to say that, people will vote differently. But don't you think that the BJP, in any case, Rajashekara said, yeah, they are not going to get 25 seats as they got last time. I'm not punting on the number of seats. But don't you think in this area where already, let's not forget that the Lingayats have been very angry with the BJP owing to the assembly elections. There is no doubt about it. After this, despite one of their community girls having been murdered by Fayaz, this latest blot of JDS, they will turn around and say that how can you be with this party where there is an accusation of around 2,000 number of videos of women being exploited. Do you think it will impact the BJP? Do you think that the BJP will have to now walk very carefully, Professor? Unmute yourself, Professor, sir. Sir? I can't hear him at all. I think we'll have to check his audio. Let me now go to Vijay Grover. Vijay Grover, welcome to the conversation. North Karnataka, where the issue should be about drought, about low rainfall, where the issue should be about how the poor are really suffering. I mean, there are star campaigners here, of course. I mean, we'll put it up on the screen right now, whether it is Baswaraj Bommai, Prahlad Joshi, so on and so forth, Radhakrishnan, Doddamani, etc., etc. But the point is that instead of the drought, of you did not fulfill the 5 guarantees. 5 guarantees are not enough for the poor. Don't you think the Prajwal Revanna sex scandal is going to cast a long shadow on the BJP? It could have distanced itself, but it cannot possibly get rid of the shame.
You said it very rightly. The fact that today people are asking questions of the
Yes.
thing that, even the JDS feels that, a mere suspension is enough till the SIT probe is over. It shows the casual attitude of the JDS that, such a big scandal, such a big scam, and, it doesn't have the courage to expel Prajwal Revanna, and even some of its own MLAs are asking. And for the BJP, which rules at the center, and also the fact that it's the ally of the JDS, certainly it should be asking these questions of its ally as well. That, why a mere suspension is something that is being given out, and that too with conditions attached. Because this question is not just about Prajwal Revanna or the JDS, it's about the impact or, the kind of dent on the image of the government that, every political party in this case has only exploited this issue and not tried to give justice to anybody. Even if, as Vijay Gowda had said that December 2023, he had flagged it to the BJP leadership. The state police was aware of it, and the Congress party was aware of it. The JDS obviously was aware of it. Who tried to give justice to these women?
Exactly.
None of them even bothered about it. And
Yeah.
that is something that is a question that everybody wants an answer to. That, while instead of, trying to reap political benefits or try to do mudslinging on this politically, nobody is talking about the women who have been exploited, and why nobody in the government, opposition or central government
Yeah.
is even making an effort to get justice to these people.
Absolutely,
That
Vijay.
is the question.
Yeah, but do you think that the BJP will have to kind of step up its efforts, Vijay? Quickly, then I go to the professor.
Certainly yes. Certainly yes. I
There
think
you
for the
have it,
simple
Vijay
reason
Grover saying
that if
certainly.
it says
Yes.
Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, then it has to show that, it really means to deliver justice to women and not bother about the 2 seats that it would lose from its ally.
Professor Puranik, I can now hear you, I think. So
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So, Professor Puranik, the question I asked you, Vijay Grover is very, very out there saying, listen, walk the talk. He says, certainly yes. What do you think in North Karnataka? One can easily say, Arey, JDS hardly has a presence, except for Vijaypura, Raichur, etc. But the point is that the BJP's win means the JDS's win, because it's a combine. Last time, the way the BJP won all the 14 seats there, today they have stalwarts, Prahlad Joshi, Baswaraj Bommai, all of them, Shettar, all of them are fighting from there. Do you think, yes, it's a Lingayat bastion, but do you think the BJP will be able to shake off Prajwal Revanna scandal this time around?
Well, Sudha, as I have been telling, the kind of whatever impact that it has, it has really put entire Karnataka in shame. But, how do you hold BJP as responsible mainly for that? Except that they are together, they are ally and all that. And H.D. Kumaraswamy has come out very openly saying that, the guilty should be punished, and this kind of whatever exploiting the situation in favor of Congress during the election campaign. Something like that he has clarified. So the very fact he has distanced himself from Prajwal and Revanna, and himself is ready to see that the inquiry is conducted. And he says all this is a handiwork of the kind of tricks played by D.K. Shivakumar. So the fight is in between
But
them.
Professor
and,
Saab,
as
that
far as,
means
yeah,
but that is that politicians will do. Vijay is Vijay, please go ahead, Vijay. He wants to respond.
The fact that, the driver Karthik very clearly said that he had handed over the pen drive to the BJP leader Devaraja Gowda in December 2023.
Yes.
Isn't it a moral responsibility of the party? Because Devaraja Gowda accepted that he had written a letter to the Home Minister, the Prime Minister, the BJP State President, and the National President, is what he is claimed. Now, isn't it a responsibility that, they should have gone ahead and at least filed an FIR that this is it, or, waited for an alliance to happen and,
Exactly.
the Prime
Even I
Minister
think it's
himself
political
must be
opportunism.
replied.
Yeah. Even I think
Prime
like that.
Minister must
Maybe
be
I'm
feeling
with
bad
Vijay,
and
but maybe
campaign
I'm
for
wrong.
this
But I
candidate.
think like that, Professor. I'm asking you. The people of Karnataka are very intelligent, sir. There could be that the Lingayats Bastion is there. Yadurappa is seen to be the man from the community, etc., etc. They are angry today. They are happy tomorrow. But do you think it will be that easy for the BJP? I don't think so, sir. I don't think so.
Yeah, but by now, the kind of opinions have been already formed. This incident, especially the Neha Iramat incident, is much more overwhelming than the incident of this in Prajwal's case. So therefore, people will definitely see that both the JDS and BJP, and also Congress, which was in power, as Mr. Grover said, having known these things, they are all available to them. These intelligence and other reports are there. So I think, why did they go slow on that? And in spite of Mr. Amit Shah telling that seat should not be given to Prajwal and somebody else could be given by JDS, I think JDS also took it for granted that this will not become a big scandal and all that. Today it has become such a shameful thing that the entire Karnataka has to bend its head in shame.
It is.
So
but I think,
would say, the point that you are saying, that the effect of this on election on 7.
we're talking about how the North Karnataka polls will go. Some feel no impact. Vijay Grover says certainly there will be an impact. Let's see how Karnataka votes. That's for later. But as of now, let me go to Rajashekara. Rajashekara, you remember H.D. Kumaraswamy made that comment that these guarantees you are giving and they lead women astray. Something to that effect. I mean, they make women lazy, and then he apologized for it. And look at the entire area, Dingaleshwar Swami doing his own number there. Of course, he is now withdrawn. Then you have again Prahlad Joshi ji. Then you have Ishwarappa, the stalwart, once the close buddy of Yadurappa. He's also singing his own tune. Plus this, don't you think that if you sit back and, analyze BJP's results last time, you of course said, Rajasekara, that look, it's not going to be 25, so let's forget about it. But with this, with their JDS alliance, to be seen like, like the BJP keeps telling everybody in Kerala that, oh, the Congress is going for an alliance with the SDPI or PFI. Similarly, don't you think this is going to impact the elections in North Karnataka? And if not, please tell me why.
Two reasons. It is not going to impact the way that it would have impacted in Old Mysore region. For a simple reason, JDS is a strong presence in Old Mysore region. And had the tapes been released a week or 10 days before the elections on April 26th, the results could have been totally different for the JDS in particular, and to an extent to the BJP also. It could have dented the prospects here. In North Karnataka, the presence of JDS is very, very minimal, barring few pockets in Shimoga, Malnad region, and Hyderabad Karnataka region, the Kalyan Karnataka region. JDS's presence is almost zero there. So, and the issue of Neha Iramat that the BJP tried to encash, we have to see how much that will impact. That was also kind of high political drama that BJP turned.
If that will impact, then you keep. Of course, I know that the JDS has very minimal presence, but they are in a marriage with the BJP. I'm talking about the big brother BJP. So if Neha Hiremat's unfortunate murder made an impact, why do you think these 2,000 odd women who've been sexually exploited, these hapless women from an unorganized sector, that should not...
I said the Neha case, BJP wanted to use it as a tool.
They used
to
it.
Gain.
Past
They used.
Rajashekara.
Used it, and we have to see the impact of that. I'm not very sure that also will fetch them any extra seats there or extra votes there. Definitely, this Prajwal Revanna is very shameful thing. Everything is all said, criticized. Everything is done. The thing is that for the BJP, the owners, they have put it on the JDS, particularly on Kumaraswamy, to come out of it.
All right. I just have 2 minutes
BJP,
left.
In the coming days, I think.
Yeah. I have 2 minutes left.
I think they will act, but definitely.
Yeah, but I think it's too little, too late. I'm going to Vijay Grover. Vijay, tell me something that there are many cases. I don't want to go back where the leaders have been very strong, their issues have been very strong, but they've lost elections. What is it that makes BJP so invincible? I just don't understand. JDS has minimal presence, but if BJP wants to get in, do you think they are going to go to North Karnataka without the Prajwal Revanna shadow on them, looming large?
While the accused in this case is a political entity, the least that we expect from the governments at the center and the state is not to look at it as a political slugfest, but as a humanitarian crisis against these 2,000 women. If the BJP today decides to dump the JDS, I think so it will do far better in the second phase rather than trying to shield it, protect it till the limit it has, tried to do it till now. So this is something where, certainly there are going to be questions asked of the candidates, and, people's minds are certainly thinking on the same thing. But we need to understand it's not a political fight. It's an exploitation of women, which needs, justice to be done. And I think so the center and the state, if they decide not to play any further politics on this and take action against the accused, I think so people will be happier about it.
Happier, and I think that it may have an impact, but we'll wait, we'll gather once again after the results are out and perhaps say yes or no to each other. Professor Saab, apologies. If I had got your audio, I would have had more time with you, sir. Please, our apologies. Thank you so much, Vijay. Thank you, Rajashekara. Thank you, Professor, sir. It was a pleasure.